I've been testing these Aqara smart home devices and they have blown my mind because they are not only the easiest to set up, but by far the most feature rich. Now, about a month ago, I was watching a video doorbell comparison and I thought to myself, man, I wish I had one of these because of the quality and the features. And then Aqara reached out to us wanting to sponsor a video showcasing their lineup. And of course I said, yes, I would love to check it out. But what I didn't expect is that the whole system worked well and that the smart lock would be so amazing, way better than the two major brands that I have bought previously. Now here I also have their G2H Pro camera, which is also a hub for Zigbee that connects the devices together like this door and window sensor. Now what is really cool and unique is that these work not only with the Aqara app, which I will show you guys, but they also work with HomeKit, and you can actually set these up using HomeKit only, and then your footage from the doorbell will record to your iCloud, and Apple is giving unlimited storage, and it is all completely secure and encrypted so nobody else can see that but you. Now I have another HomeKit device, but unfortunately if you set that up with HomeKit, it only works with HomeKit and I couldn't use the app, and that means that you can't unlock all the features, whereas this can work both with HomeKit and with the app as well. And the setup was incredibly easy. Now I will kind of split up this video into the features, what comes with it, the setup, how the performance goes, and then the Aqara app. The door and window sensors are incredibly small, way smaller than I've seen with other brands, and they come with a battery that is in there, and that thing lasts for 2 years. The camera hub is also very small for the quality and the features. In the box, you get a bottom mounting plate that attaches to it, and built into the camera, you have this stand that tilts and spins and kind of extends the camera, which is cool. And then on the bottom, you can actually put in a micro SD card in there to record locally, which is really cool. Now with that, one thing that is really cool is that you don't have to sign up for a plan to get recording. Even if you don't use HomeKit, you get free storage not only on the SD card, but also in the cloud with the Aqara app, and then you can upgrade to get extra features. But that is nice to see, where most companies now are forcing you to pay unless you just want to see a live view. This thing has infrared for nighttime, has a wide angle lens, supports HomeKit secure video that's encrypted. You have two-way audio, motion, and sound alerts as well. So it has a lot of stuff packed in. And then with that, you also get if this, then that support built into it, along with, of course, the Zigbee protocol, which is universal. Now with the video doorbell, this thing is super cool for many reasons. First off, it comes with a chime. My camera I had to buy for 180 bucks, and then I had to spend another 40 bucks for a chime, and this one actually has a micro SD card slot built in as well. They support up to 512 gigs of storage, so you can record locally along with your HomeKit, iCloud storage, and the Aqara app storage, so that is super cool. It also has on-device AI facial recognition and logging. So if you care about privacy, you don't want your facial data and unlocking being sent to the cloud, being processed and coming back, well, this has that built in. And with that, you can actually stream video to both Google Home devices with a display or Alexa devices like Alexa TVs. Now, I think what my favorite product out of all of these is the smart lock. I spent 330 bucks on my recent smart lock, and this thing destroys it. And I am shocked at how low the price tag is for how well it works and how well it is built. This thing is incredibly solid. Everything you get is super high quality with it. I'm just ecstatic about these products. Now with that, the video doorbell is also a very, very well priced, surprisingly well priced for the quality and features. Less expensive and a lot better, along with the sensors and the camera as well. I'll go ahead and leave the links down in the description for you guys to check out. Now in the box, the smart lock comes with batteries just like the video doorbell does. You also get 2 high quality keys and some tools and accessories to set it up. Now I think it's really cool that the smart lock and the video doorbell use AA batteries because you can get those anywhere. You can use regular alkaline ones or you can use rechargeable ones without having to have proprietary expensive batteries that you have to unplug, plug in to charge, or get a base or buy extras to swap out. So that part of it is very convenient. And on the smart lock, they last for 8 months. The video doorbell lasts for 4 months if you don't have it connected to your physical doorbell power, which I didn't set mine up that way because it's way off to the side. And to swap it out, it's very simple. You literally have 1 screw on the doorbell, pop off the top and swap them. And then on the smart lock, you literally pop off that cover and pull them out, put new ones in. So that part is not an issue at all. Getting into setup, if you're worried about doing these kind of things, Aqara makes it easy because they literally have videos that will show you what you need to do. Now, starting out with the camera, it was super easy. I grabbed it, plugged it in, and I set it up with HomeKit, which just guides you through using Apple. Now, with the smart doorbell, it's also not hard at all. You have a couple plates. You have one that's an angled adjustment, which is what I used. And then you go ahead and you scan the chime, it pairs it, and it pairs it to the doorbell itself. So it is super easy. Now, as far as the door sensor, I put that on my slide door and I didn't have to do anything with batteries. I just pulled a little tab and I paired it to the hub. And then the cool thing is it guides you through a setup process. And the way I set mine up is that when the slide door opens, I use the automation where it will record a video clip from the camera. That way, if somebody gets into my house, well, the camera automatically starts recording. And then of course it gives me a notification. I was really surprised by how quick I got that notification on my phone and how quick with little delay the camera started recording. And my slide door has a thick frame, so I was worried that it was a little too offset, but it worked perfectly. And the manual says you can actually have a gap and have it still work as long as it's not too far away, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, setting up the smart lock is the most detailed because you have to take off your original one and then you have to have a couple different pieces. They give you different length bolts, but if you follow the guide, it's really easy. It should only take you about 10 minutes or so to set up, and then you can link it using the back of the cover to your HomeKit. Now, I set everything up with HomeKit and that works great. And I love the fact that when you open your Home app, you see the video doorbell and then you see the interior camera, and it can actually put them both together so you have a quick view at what is going on. And with that, if you're using HomeKit, well, if you have any other Apple devices, your Mac, your iPad, that all gets done automatically and you could see that feed. Now, you could set up automations and go through the settings with HomeKit, but then if you want to set up the Aqara app, which I did after the fact, it was really cool that when I opened up the app and I registered, well, I got pop-ups right away saying that it saw my video doorbell and do I want to bind it. So literally it just takes a couple buttons, bam, it is set up. You don't have to go through the whole process again. Same thing for the other devices. I was also really impressed with the video quality. With the internal camera, I was spinning around looking at the delay, and it is literally about a 1 second or even shorter delay compared to some of my other cameras. And then speaking with my son through the two-way audio, we had no issues hearing each other. Now, as far as the video doorbell, well, the quality compared to my other doorbell is crazy. Not only just the main quality, but right away the quality looks fantastic, whereas my other camera, at first it's low resolution, then it gets sharper and sharper, but even with the best quality, it is a lot worse than the Aqara's 1080p. So don't only think that 1080p on two devices means the quality is gonna be the same. It is definitely not. And another few things that impressed me is that when somebody comes up and hits your doorbell, not only will you get your notifications on different devices, you get the chime notification that goes off, and the camera with the speaker built in also goes off. So if you have them spread out throughout your house, well, you will hear that because it's pretty much everywhere, wherever you want it, and that is nice. And if you have them linked, as soon as you open the video doorbell, you have an unlock button that you can press to unlock your smart lock. Now, with that, the response time was also really, really great. About half the time to get a video signal compared to my previous setup that I had from a major brand. And now I want to focus a little bit more on the smart lock, which is amazing. I love that it has HomeKit built in, so I can just open up that home app. But with that, this thing has so many ways to get into your house. First off, I love that you can just walk up to your house, and if you have it enabled, it will just automatically unlock. And if you leave, it will lock up. But if you don't want to use that functionality, you can walk up and with your iPhone, use your HomeKit Express key, and in about a second, your door unlocks. And the same thing with your Apple Watch. You can just put it up, it will unlock your door. Now, if you don't want to do that, it has a fingerprint sensor built in. So you can walk up, touch it, it unlocks your door, very easy. And then if your hands are dirty or something else, well, you can use the little keypad to enter in your passcode. Now, the cool thing is that you can actually set up different passcodes for different people. So I set one up for myself. I can set one up for my kids, and that way I'll get a notification that, you know, my son, for example, put the key in or use a fingerprint and he is home. And a lot of that kind of stuff is locked. But with that, since it has this keypad, you can actually create one-time use passcodes to give to somebody that needs to get into your house, or you can set up temporary ones that will expire after a certain period of time. So it is so nice to have that built in compared to something else that only relies on your phone. Now, if your batteries are dead, you can actually plug in a USB-C power cord, save the power bank, and you will have backup power to unlock your home. And then if you don't want to do that, well, just slide down the little metal flap or cover and just use your standard key to get into your house. So you pretty much have every single possible way to unlock your house built into one device that costs about half of what I paid for my way worse one. And then the other thing that impressed me, and this is probably a long video now, but the time that it takes to unlock the door is about half of my other option that I had that is double the price tag. So as soon as you press it, less than a second later, bam, it is unlocked. Super responsive. And I also have not gotten any jams using this compared to my other system, which would jam up and then you'd have to try multiple times, or in the worst case scenario, have somebody actually go up and unlock it. And that doesn't work if you're not home. Now I wanna show you guys the app and some of the things that you can do. So here I have the HomeKit setup, which I did first. Here I can actually go ahead and set up access codes, guest access right from HomeKit, so you don't have to use the Aqara app. Personally, I really do like the app and all the extra capabilities and the way they have it set up. So let's take a look. Here's the home page, and then here I just see all my accessories instead of my board. You have automation set up. Right now, I just have one thing that I've done, and that is the slide door record. And the way this works is it's literally if this and that, kind of like the protocol people use, but it's built in. So if somebody opens the slide door, then it sends me a push notification and starts recording. And it is incredibly fast to do that. Now, of course, we can add extra things, and this is just so powerful to be able to do this. So we have based on time, weather, you can arrive or leave, but let's go ahead and open up our smart video doorbell. So here we have lots of options, but let's just go ahead and say known face max. I have that set up. So if that happens, then what should we do? We can set a notification, a delay. We can set up scenes. So with other devices, you can have lights that turn on or turn off, music if you want to do certain things. There's so much capabilities that I just can't cover unless this video is gonna be an hour long. You have your HomeKit settings here where you can see the devices, you can synchronize names. Here's your linking to third-party ecosystems. So I actually link to Alexa, so I can use Alexa to lock the door, to unlock. all those kind of cool things. And then of course you have all your different settings. There's so much to fine tune. But the nice thing is, if you don't want to mess with a lot of fine details, you're not into that, well, you don't have to. You could just leave it in easy mode with HomeKit. And here's the page for the smart lock. Right now we're not connected by Bluetooth because I'm not there, but we have logs of everything that was done, events, different alerts if that was there. I can do user management. So here I have one fingerprint, and I could even set up a one-time password like I told you guys before. Now going into our smart video doorbell, bam, that is connected, and I can manually go between different qualities or set it to auto, and then you can hit record to record, or you don't have to, you can talk, you can see different events. So this was the mailman right there dropping off a package. You can turn on lens correction, adjust your night vision. You can set privacy areas as well, which is really cool. Add your watermarks. There are just so many features built into these devices, but with that, it's simple to use. Even here, I access everything very quickly without having to go through menus and find particular things. So using these has been really nice to have more flexibility, more options. HomeKit has been amazing, and the fact that the price tag is so good, and then the privacy features, local storage, I've said it all. If you guys are interested, go and check it out. I would highly recommend getting an Aqara set instead of some other competing brands, which I will not mention. You guys could do some of your own research too, like I was doing previously. Links are down below. Thank you to Aqara for reaching out. I definitely appreciate it. This is Max, and I will see you guys in the next video.